To the soul with RGB Mike. Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. AFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah, they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah, they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
Let's go. We're back with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is RGB. Joining me tonight, we're one man down, but we got Area 51 Anthony in the building. What's up, brother?
What is going on, RGB? I'm excited to learn a little bit about Project Blue Book, bro.
Yeah, man, we're gonna dive into it here. Yeah, Florida Mike can't make it, something popped up for him tonight, so it's just gonna be me and Area 51 Anthony here. But yeah, man. Project Blue Book, dude. It's interesting, Ant. It's an interesting topic, interesting conspiracy. Been going on for. This happened back in right after the Cold War. Let's see. Shit, I went too far in my little thread here. Where the fuck is it? So John Allen Heinrich was the scientist, professor, whatever. He was hired to research UFOs and allegedly, do some type of cover-ups to, like, for example, I don't know if he was involved in Roswell. He went and looked at Roswell after it happened. There was the Lubbock Lights. He was also involved in that, but He was the main character in all of it, man. He was definitely the main character. So between 1952 and 69, the U.S. Air Force secretly investigated thousands of UFO sightings. Officially, it was called Project Blue Book. But was it really about science or hiding the truth about aliens? Is what we're here to talk about tonight. So
I mean, does it have to do? It sounds a lot like Project Blue Beam, which is the
that's the one where they're trying to project aliens with the
right.
Holographs and holograms and shit. Yep. So quick background: Project Blue Book ran out of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. It investigated over 12,000 UFO reports. Famous sightings, like I just mentioned, Roswell, Lubbock. I think it had something to do with the ones flying over. There was the UFO sighted over the White House at one point, and then there's another popular, the Phoenix Lights. There was something to do with the Phoenix Lights, or Arizona. There was something out there that was a popular one that they were also investigating. But I mean, 12,000 cases, dude. That's a lot of sightings that people don't talk about, or there's not that many crazy people. People see shit in the sky all the time. If you look up long enough, you're gonna see something. You might see a shooting star that you thought was something. You're gonna see something, especially now with like Elon and all the satellites going up constantly and the Starlinks. And I mean, I'll tell you a quick story. It's about 5-6 years ago now. I go into work 3:30 in the morning.
So it's black.
Pitch black out. Sky's clear as day. Not a lot of light pollution out where I'm at. So I actually I stopped, pulled over, and I was like, yo, what is that? Like, I'm crazy. Like, I know it's early. Am I still sleeping? Like, what the hell's going on right now? And I seen like 6 bright ass lights up in the sky, right? And I told my cousin and my wife, the two people who already knew I was crazy about stuff like this anyway. So I was like, yo, send video to my cousin. I was like, bro, look what I seen this morning, blah, 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 blah. The next day, he sends me an article about a bunch of people in the Northeast spotted Starlink going up, and it was exactly what I seen. It was the lights that I seen, and I was like, "Damn, man, like that's huge." But then shortly after that, me and my wife seen another one that looked almost like it looked like it was the length of a mall, bro. It was huge, like comparable for us, like Colony Center or Latham Circle. Like it was so long, and the lights went up, went up, went up, and then slowly faded out. I still don't know what that was. I never seen anything after that, but it was right around the same time. So interesting UFO sightings in my situation, but 12,000 cases in Project Blue Book, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking cases.
Like you said before, man. When it's one or two people, you might be full of shit. But when it's thousands of sightings, I mean, can't deny it. I had I was so young, but I do have a memory of looking out my window at the house I grew up in on North Lake Ave, and it was a bright light. It almost like would look like what Saturn would be, but the outside ring was what was really bright, and then the inside was just like you couldn't see the inside as much, but the outside, the ring, was as bright as can be. I went to get my mom. I remember coming back and it was gone. So I mean, I don't know if I was just seeing shit. I remember being a kid. I was probably 6, 7 years old. So who the fuck goes through what's going through your brain at the time? You think you have monsters under your bed,
Right.
I was might have been just seeing shit. But I do.
There was hey, that's funny you say that because there was I just seen something. Let's see if I can find it quick. A satellite spotted a UFO or something, some type of something near Saturn. I'll see if I just pulled it up real quick. Here it is. I'll send it to you. And you can pull it up real quick, and then we'll get back in the Blue Book. But this, because you mentioned Saturn, it made me. NASA just revealed the classified footage of a 2,000-mile-long UFO near Saturn.
That's wild. Yeah.
Look at that. There's a couple slides to it.
It kind of looked like a little like that. That's kind of funny, man. That's insane.
Well, go over to the next slide. I think it shows another picture of it. Oh, I got the video playing. Sorry if you can hear that.
Yeah, the ring. It was like a ring.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Saturn itself right there, or is that
Saturn? That's the UFO. And then Saturn.
It was like it was like a ring like that, and then the inside was like I said. If I was to describe what Saturn would be, it kind of looked like that, but I knew it wasn't Saturn type thing. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! So any of our listeners, if you're following, listening, tuning in, go to our Instagram. Leave us a message if you guys have had any UFO experiences. And if you will, we might even do a segment where we bring some listeners on to talk about some of their segments or do some type of call-in type thing. Maybe we could set something like that up. That'd be pretty cool to do too. UFO sightings, paranormal sightings, some shit like that. Do a live call-in show.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Fucking change it up a little bit here. Chaos.
Another thing though is you got to be careful. Like, dude, there's so many drones in the sky too now. Like, so that's another. Like, I've seen plenty of them in the skies.
A lot of drones, dude. They're fun though. They're
like fucking everywhere. We still have no answer though on what those Jersey drones were doing.
Nothing, and we never will. I think we knew what they were the whole time. That's why we don't have an answer. But I think it was our shit, and I think they were honestly looking for something that they lost, and that was the best way of doing it, trying to make it. Oh my God, there's drones everywhere. But Tripoli always says over Morris Plains, New Jersey, at Comedy Store he owns, Mike Romanelli said he spotted him way before that was even cited or talked about in the news. So it was going on a long time prior before it became major news.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Blue Book, man. The origins of Blue Book started like the Cold War. There's a lot of Cold War fear. And then after Roswell and after basically, I always say once we started messing with nukes, so like after, what was it, Hiroshima and all that, like that's when, and then Roswell happened. I think that's when extraterrestrials, they don't want us messing with nukes, I don't think. And I think that's when all the sightings and stuff started popping up. So like the UFO wave in 1952, and then there was a lot of public pressure because people were seeing all these things in the sky. After Roswell, people started looking up. People weren't looking up until pretty much Roswell. So I think that was a big factor to it. Mm-hmm. So Edward J. Rumpelt, first director, he coined the term UFO. And then J. Allen Heinrich. He was the astronomer who started as a skeptic, but later leaned towards becoming a believer. There's a show on the History Channel, Project Blue Book, that portrays a really good. It's like a 10-episode series, and it might be one of the videos I sent you. I'm not quite sure, but I'll take a quick peek. Portraying the show. It's a really good show. No, I didn't send it to you, but there's a bunch of clips on there. But yeah, Heinrich, I keep saying Heinrich. Heinrich was he was crazy, dude. Like to be the shit they had to go investigate. Yeah, pull up some of the see what clips we got up there. Pull
Yeah,
up
I
one of the
was
videos.
scrolling through it right now. Gotcha.
Yeah, give that a little breakdown right there.
Yeah, all right. Do you want to explain it? Yeah.
Yep. You know what I mean? The Cold War fears that was a big topic. Like we had to figure out this technology before Russia did and shit. Mysterious lights in the sky. This is what's his name got. You can play that one. He's talking about working with J. Allen Heinrich.
Heinrich and I convinced the Air Force to do a computer file of everything they had about UFOs, because before then it was just paper files all over the place. And if they were challenged at the time, they wouldn't be able to provide good statistics. So they agreed for me to get the files, punch them into punch card, take it to a computer, redo the statistics, looking at their explanation
Was this on Joe
and then
Rogan?
my explanation for the cases. Thousands and
Jacques
thousands
Vallée.
of cases. They were right that majority were explainable. What we were looking for were the ones that were not explainable. They had access to essentially all the Blue Book files. I went into the base with a clearance for 3 days to go to the division that was looking at the UFOs and spend those 3 days going through the files. They had lots of remains of things and stones and strange metals, which at the end of the project, all that was thrown away. So Dr. Heinrich and I
Damn.
That's
They
wild.
threw it all away. But yo, listen, man, he's sitting there, he put all that documentation, bro. There was so many files of Project Blue Book that had to take forever to type all that shit into a database, dude. Jacques Vallée. I think he worked for the government as a UFOologist, I believe.
Sounds like a fucking name that would work for
Yeah,
the
right?
government. Jacques Vallée.
Let's
Jacques.
see. So 3 earlier projects. The Sign, he worked on the Sign, Grudge, and then Blue Book was Heinrich also worked on. The investigations, though, breakdown of how Blue Book worked. They collected sightings, they did interviews, took a bunch of photos. They labeled most of the stuff explained. So, like, as here we can pop that off, whatchamacallit, as weather balloons, people seeing planes, or just like shooting star kind of thing. So a lot of it was just that kind of stuff. But that left about 700 plus cases unexplained. So
It's a lot of cases.
it's a lot of cases. I mean, at least what's that, almost a third, a little under, I don't know, 10th of it, whatever it is, fuck it is. But this might be the other one I was thinking of. Some of the famous cases he worked on, like I said, was the Lubbock Lights. That was 1951.
What were those, the Lubbock Lights? I heard you mention them earlier.
See if you can pull it up real quick.
Just the
Lubbock Lights. It was up in Texas. I want to say they swarmed over a farm. Like there was a sighting over a farm.
I got
Yeah.
you.
I want to.
Yeah. All right, I got it right here. The Lubbock Lights were an unusual formation of lights seen over the city of Lubbock, Texas in August and September 1951. The Lubbock Lights incident received national publicity in the United States as a UFO sighting and was investigated by the U.S. Air Force, according to Captain Edward Ruppelt. Yep. Officially, all of the sightings except the UFO that was picked up on radar are unknowns. Here's pictures.
Pull up a
I'm
picture.
gonna bring up a picture. Here we go. Let me share the screen. It's basically like. Here we go. See it? Yeah.
Yeah. The Flying V. Yep.
Let me see if I can just go through a few pictures here.
Bro, like, man, I ain't never seen anything like that in the sky. Just straight lines.
No. I mean,
That's pretty wild shit.
Yeah,
Especially back
it's-
then, dude. Especially we're talking 1951. We're going back 80 years ago or whatever. We're going back a long time. 75 years ago.
On the evening of the Hart photographs, on the evening of August 30th, 1951, Carl Hart Jr., freshman at Texas Tech, observed a group of 18 to 20 white lights in a V formation flying overhead. The flying V, baby. Shout out McDangle.
Yeah.
Hart took a 35 millimeter Kodak camera and walked to the backyard of his parents' home to see if the lights would return. 2 more lights passed overhead, and Hart captured 5 photos before they disappeared. Wow. After having the photos developed, Hart took them to the offices of Lubbock Avalanche Journal, where the newspaper editor Jay Harris told Hart that the photos would be purchased for $10 and published in the paper, but that he would
Run him out of town at the.
run him out of town, end quote. If
Yep,
if the photos were fake. Wow.
So the physics laboratory at Wright Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio analyzed the Hart photographs. After an extensive analysis and investigation of the photos, Edward J. Ruppert, the supervisor of the Air Force Project Blue Book, released a written statement to the press that Hart's photos were never proven to be a hoax, but never were they proven to be genuine. So that's basically their way of telling you that they're not fake, so that means they're real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they do it. Yeah, man, that's pretty nuts.
That
dude.
is why I've never heard of that one till now and seen that one, but wow. I mean, come on.
Hold on, real sec. Go back up.
The Air Force
Right there.
investigation.
J.C. Cross, the head of Texas Tech Biology Department and game warden, interviewed by Ruppert, both claim that the sightings could not have been birds. Meade, who had to observe the lights, also disputed the power. Let's say the Pulver
explanation.
Yeah.
Whatever
These
that
objects were too large for any bird. I have had enough experience hunting, and I don't know of any bird that could go this fast, and we would not be able to hear it. Yeah, so the sound, like you're going that fast, and dude, it wasn't birds, bro. They're not making. No birds have lights like that.
William Harris, chief photographer for the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, took several nighttime photos of birds flying over Lubbock streetlights and could not duplicate Hart's photos.
That's wild, dude.
So, like, they tried figuring out, what it was. I listen, aliens. No doubt,
pull up.
fucking aliens.
Pull up the Kecksburg UFO. Kecksburg. SBURG UFO, 1965. And then we'll go to one more after that. There you go.
You have it on here?
Yep, click that one right there.
Perfect.
That's it. Top one.
Did
Click that bad boy. I can't click it on my end.
it come out? Nope.
No.
I gotta switch screens. Hold on. That's where this is a pain in the ass with the screen.
It was.
sharing. You should be able to
It was
just-
up. It was up, but you just had to open up the Wikipedia.
No, you have to go to the bigger picture.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it now. Boom.
Yeah.
What
What
is
the hell
that
is it?
thing?
No, that's not it. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is it?
Oh.
A model of the alleged object created for Unsolved Mysteries
Yeah.
on display near the Kecksburg's fire station.
Yeah.
Go back though. Go back to the page that right before this and click on the Wikipedia. I want to see if there's any other pictures because it looks like there's obviously some hieroglyphics or petroglyphs or whatever you want to call them on there.
Yeah, on that wiki page is the same picture of that fucking thing, whatever that is on there. The Kecksburg UFO incident. Here, let's read it.
Oh yeah.
Here, I got you.
Right.
The Kecksburg UFO incident occurred on December 9th, 1965 at Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, United States, when a fireball was reported by citizens of 6 U.S. states and Canada. Citizens of 6 U.S. states and Canada over
Okay.
Detroit, Michigan, and Windsor, Ontario. Astronomers said it was likely to have been a meteor bolide burning up in the atmosphere and descending at a steep
Yeah,
angle.
right.
No.
NASA, I got you. NASA
Got
released
that.
a statement in 2005 reporting that experts had examined fragments from the area and determined they were from a Soviet satellite. but that records of their findings were lost in 1987. Of course, they're lost. NASA responded to court orders and Freedom Information Act's FOIA requests to search for the records. The incident gained wide notoriety in popular culture, ufology, with speculation ranging from extraterrestrial craft to debris from the Soviet space probe Cosmos, often called the Pennsylvania Roswell. So, I mean, if that's what is that what they found? Is what they're saying?
I guess whatever this fucking thing with there's hieroglyphics on it.
Yeah,
There's
click on that
definitely-
again. See if it gets a closer. That's crazy. There's definitely some type of images on there. If that's the
Now, are any of
real
these
thing, but
hieroglyphics?
it says it's just a model of the alleged object.
Okay,
The alleged, so they
maybe
must not
that's-
have seen it. But where'd the hieroglyphics come in? I
we
want to
got
see.
some alien carvings going on over here, huh?
I guess so. Scroll down on the. Go back to the Wikipedia and scroll down if we can see if there's where the hieroglyphics came from. Yeah, they seen it in Canada. Blah 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 blah. Scientific articles, Sky Journal, NASA statements.
Astronomical.
Yeah, I don't know much about this Kecksburg. I've never heard of this. I'd have to look a little bit more into it.
So here's NASA's statement. Of course, NASA's gonna, I'm sure, sweep it under the rug.
Mhm.
In December 2005, just before the 40th anniversary of the Kecksburg incident, NASA released a statement reporting that experts had examined metallic fragments from the area and determined they were from Soviet satellite, which you just said. And then they re-entered the atmosphere, broke up, but records of their findings were lost in 1980s. That's just what you just said. It's funny, really, that they lose everything. How
They
do
lose
so much
everything
shit?
of importance, man.
Leslie Keene described as an investigation report, quote, an investigative reporter backed by the Sci-Fi Channel, I quote, reportedly
Whoa.
sued NASA under the Freedom of Information Act for the lost NASA records. They sued them for the lost records.
Good. They should. They probably got paid for it too. We should also go sue them. Yo, you should now pull up the Lonnie Zamora incident was the other one that was a big investigation in Project Blue Book. Lonnie Zamora incident was an alleged UFO sighting that occurred April 24th, 1964, near Socorro, New Mexico. When Socorro police officer Lonnie Zamora claimed he saw two people besides the shiny object that later rose into the air, accompanied by a roaring blue and orange flame. Zamora's claims were subject to attention from news media, UFO investigators, UFO organizations, and the U.S. Air Force Project Blue Book. List of the case is unknown. Conventional explanations of Zamora's claim, including a lunar lander test by White Sands Missile Range and a hoax by New Mexico Tech students. So approximately, 7 o'clock? Yeah, 7 o'clock at night. Socorro Police Radio Dispatch, Nep Lopez received a radio call from Sergeant Lonnie Zamora reporting a possible motor vehicle incident. Zamora advised Lopez that he would be checking the car down in the Arroyo. Shortly after, Lopez received another radio call from Zamora asking Lopez to look out of the window to see if he could see an object. When Lopez asked Zamora to describe it, Zamora said it looks like a balloon and requested New Mexico State Police Sergeant Chavez to meet him at his location. When Chavez arrived, he asked Zamora what the trouble was. Zamora led him to examine some burning brush. When the other police arrived, they noted patches of smoldering grass in the brush. They also saw shallow holes in the ground. That Zamora was frightened from what he saw, and he said that the burning holes in the ground were from the object landing. That's fucking wild, bro. He's a cop. This is a police officer saying this. Like, this isn't no Momo on the side of the road kind of thing. He told authorities he was pursuing a speeding car south of Socorro, New Mexico, when he heard a roar and a flame in the sky to his southwest, some distance away, possibly a half mile or so. Believing local dynamite shack might have exploded, Zamora said he discontinued the pursuit and investigated the potential explosion. Zamora claimed to have observed a shiny object to the south, about 150 to 200 yards away, that he initially believed to be an overturned white car up on a radiator or on a trunk. The object was like aluminum. It was whitish against the massive background, but not chrome, and shaped like the letter O, similar to what you said you saw, Ant. Zamora claimed to have briefly observed two people in the white overalls besides the object, who he later described as normal in shape, but possibly they were small adults or large children. Zamora claimed to hear a roar and see a blue and orange flame under the object. So,
I got a couple of pictures here I'm trying to bring up.
all right, cool. Yeah, Project Blue Book. got into this. Several UFO skeptics got involved. Zamora and fellow witnesses was almost certain that it was a mirage. So a fellow witness said everything's, let's see, UFO skeptics. Stuart Campbell has suggested that everything seen and heard by Zamora and fellow witnesses was almost certainly a mirage of star canopus. It has been suggested Zamora witnessed the testing of a lunar landing device by personnel from the White Sands Missile Range. Could be, but hardly unlikely. Why
This
were
doesn't
two
show
people,
much, but this just shows the original photo.
the burning
on
spots,
yeah, landing.
burning holes in the
UFO.
ground? So he's seen something. It could be debris from some kind of missile range testing.
Yeah,
But if he's seen two people sitting there, is what's got me thinking that it was a little bit more to it.
I think so too. Yeah, it's a pretty wild story, man.
That's
What
a
else
good
do we
one,
have
man.
though with the Blue Book? I know you sent a few more things.
We
over
got some
there.
more things with Blue Book over here. Like I said before, is there's no threat, no evidence of extraterrestrials. Was a lot of their claims on most of these cases, but people always thought Blue Book was just a smokescreen. It's like, oh, we're doing, covering everything up. The real evidence was, the secret programs of Area 51, S4, and
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Man,
But-
I can't get over these. I can't get over though this picture of the last one you sent me, the one on Saturn. It looks just like that. The one.
That you saw as a kid?
Yeah, it looks just like that fucking picture, man.
Yeah.
That's-
The other thing, though, this could all be Blue Book could be a complete psyop. It could be used to manipulate the public perception, normalizing, and just like the people just dismissing UFOs when they see the reports now. You know what I mean? Because like
yeah.
it's not a big one. It took a while for people to really catch on to the whole drone thing with the Jersey things, and it was like I said, it was going on for a while before it really became big public news. What do you got here? We're gonna go
let's
into
get this guy here. This one. Where was it? Right here. This one.
Down and when I told Marcia Smith I would like to have the classified portions of Project Blue Book, she said, "Oh, I'm sure they're not going to let us have that." I said, "Well, you have to ask them." I said, "If you don't ask them, we're never going to get it."
You were asking Congress?
She was Congress. She was the Congressional Research Service in Science and Technology, so she would contact the Defense Department
Oh, wow.
as the official representative of Congress, saying, "Look, we want to know this. We're doing research on this. We want these documents."
Danny Sheehan wants the Blue
Yeah,
Book.
'cause, so she just said that we who have been asked to do the research by President Carter, want to get access to the classified portions of Project Blue Book. And she called me back a couple of weeks later. She was totally astonished that they'd agreed to do this.
Oh wow!
And she said, "Yeah, you have to go over to the new Madison building. That was the new wing of the Library of Congress." So
Does that surprise you though?
Yeah, kind of. That they let him get his hands on it. Yeah, absolutely. That's wild.
That's wild. That is wild.
What else you got on there? I have it up in front of me.
Oh, let's see what we got, Raj.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is basically everything you explained before, though, with J. Allen Hynek, the astronomer. What's this one here? What do we got?
Nothing important there. Where's the other fucking thing I wanted to bring up before we got into getting into any other shit? Let's see. Fun, wild theories about Project Blue Book. Blue Book didn't end in 1969. It just went underground. Do you think it's still? You think it's still going on? Hibernate? They're still working on
Hibernate
it.
for a minute. Could, maybe went dormant for a minute and waiting to wake the beast.
This one here is crazy. Blue Book linked to abduction phenomenon with Betty and Barney Hill and Travis Walton. That's interesting right there, because that's Betty and Barney Hill was in the 60s and then Walton was in the 70s. That's fucking crazy. Huh. Was Blue Book prepping us for Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion?
That's what I was saying. What's the
I think they're tied together in a way, but I think they're way too far apart. Yo, type in Project Blue Book, Betty and Barney Hill. I want to see what comes up on that because that's a crazy theory. Because those guys said they had a bunch of lost time. They were taking off a road in Maine and shit, or
Betty,
New
what's their
Hampshire.
names? I'm sorry. Project
Betty.
Betty.
Betty and Barney Hill, Project Blue Book. See what comes up. Yeah, they're from the Northeast here as well. A lot of this is in the Northeast, Ohio,
Ooh,
Pennsylvania.
this is a good one, Raj. This is a good one.
Yeah, Betty and Barney Hill's a great abduction story. I'm curious to see what kind of, as well as Travis Walton from the Fire in the Sky movie. I think they should do a Betty and Barney Hill movie.
All right, let's see.
Is this what came up when you typed in Blue Book with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
fiction story.
Yeah, they were a biracial couple, which is very uncommon in those times. I gotta
Just
blow the
choosing
screen.
events that occurred. Well, I mean, it was the first thing. Project Blue Book, Betty and Barney. The first thing that came up was
That was just
the
an article
history.
about it.
But there's videos. Mystery Blue Book, the Betty and Barney Hill incident,
Huh,
Project
I'll have to
Blue
look
Book.
into that one.
the full 1964 interview. What is this?
Yeah, they talked after it happened. I don't know if we can play the full interview. We'll play a clip
No.
of it.
Hold on. Let me bring it up. We'll fast forward through bits and pieces, but I'm just curious myself.
I've seen clips of Betty talking, I believe, back in the day. Oh, this might. Wait, this is bullshit.
Okay.
I feel like this is all AI bullshit. Yeah, 5 months ago, it's bullshit. Like it's
Alright.
Joker for all. Yeah, I don't think it's a real video. I could be
Yeah.
completely wrong, but
You're
that's.
right. We'll cut
I
it.
thought you were gonna show a video of Betty and Barney talking because I've seen them do post interviews, but the prep of Project Bluebeam, which I just think the timeline doesn't add up. I think it's too far apart to really have both of them. Like I don't know, people. I just don't think people really care as much about aliens and shit anymore as they did back in the 50s and 60s when there wasn't as much entertainment and stuff like that.
It's coming back though. It's there's a push for it. I think
It's there.
there is. I think so.
I don't know,
You got
man.
a ton of you got the people that wanted to what's it called? Invade the Area 51. I mean,
That was. Did you watch that documentary?
I did. That was
That was
wild, dude.
funny.
They didn't even know what they were getting themselves into.
Nah. Those people had no clue. That lady lost a bunch of money, then she made a bunch of money in a lawsuit. So it
that
worked
whole run
out
of
for the
series
long
is
run.
good. That whole train wreck, they do a good job. Netflix with all those series.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
watched
of
most
train wrecks, man. There's a lot of
Yeah,
fucking
there
train
sure
wrecks to talk
is.
about. That's
Did you watch the?
damn
Not to get
sure.
off the subject too much, but did you watch the Woodstock one by any chance? They're on Netflix.
I haven't. No.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
99 Woodstock.
That was a shit show too. That was
a
basically a
shit
fry
show
fest.
yeah, man. Shit show isn't the word. Wow, buddy.
Man. So let's wrap up on Blue Book real quick.
Sure. Let's do it.
We'll pretty much, if anybody has any theories on Blue Book, hit us in the DMs on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're at. That's where we're at. We don't have a TikTok or a Facebook, but we do have a Twitter, X, and Instagram. So hit us up there with any of your theories. But Ant, let's do a
Raj,
couple.
I have a question.
What do you
Are
got?
you ready? Are you ready? If they're coming, man, are you ready?
Hell no, man, bro. I got enough for a couple days supplies to make a run for it, but that's about as far as we're getting. Hopefully, I meet up with the squad and we go from there. Let's go to the chaos page, man. I sent some stuff. I was on my little trip away, out to the Cape. I was sitting there on the beach doing some doom scrolling and came across some videos in our chaos
How was
page.
that? How
So
was that trip, anyways, Raj?
it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good time to get away for a bit, and that's why we didn't have a Monday episode, but
Nice. Man.
just to
Nice.
hang
And I know
and
not,
chill.
it's not your golf podcast, but I know you got a round outside of Freer Park, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice course. Nice course. Played up at Bayberry Hills. Nice course up there. It was fun. Got to play with
Nice.
a couple different people, so
Yeah.
it was interesting. I'll
Yeah,
save
it's
that
always
story for
interesting
after.
to play. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Save that
What you
one
want,
for
man?
the golf pit. I don't know, man. Let me see what we got here. Scroll up to see some of the shit I posted. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Kelly Kapowski showing her hitters now. dream come true for most guys in their late 30s, early 40s.
My God, Kelly Kapowski.
Get a naked on IG and carrot cake. I don't like carrot cake, but now I do.
Top 20 flat Earth versus. So,
All out of
dude,
the Bible. Yep.
more and more people, man. I'm hearing. I was going the other way again. I'm like, I don't think so. I think
Scroll up a little bit more. I want to see what else I posted up here.
I'm seeing more and more evidence on that flat Earth shit. It's crazy.
I don't know what that
Jimmy
one
Dowd
is.
was funny about his 95-year-old grandma. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they taught her flat Earth in school. He's like, no, it's all a lie.
Let's see. Keep going up one more.
Uh,
That's that's the one I posted. That's the one
Yeah.
you've seen.
Oak
Oak Island. Oh, go right to the one right above Oak Island, right here.
this one right here.
Yep, this lady was on. She's a senator.
All right.
Prophets, and then, but I
Right.
mean, Enoch is apparently supposed to predate even the time of Genesis and
Well,
talk.
the nuttiest one is Ezekiel.
I'm telling you, Enoch is even crazier than Ezekiel.
Like, explain the nuttiness of the Book of Enoch to people.
Well, it's okay. So if you read it, it talks about the fall of angels, thus creating really the precursor of civilization that led to the first flood. I think that when you even go into potentially the technology that was given to mankind by these angels, it talks about the hidden beliefs and theories in astronomy, etc., metalworkings, all of it. But it really does explain, you were talking about earlier how you have a lot of these religions around the world that kind of say the same thing. This is kind of the OG text that leads to those stories that we're hearing from many religions around the world, to talk about angels mixing with mankind and then seeding a super essentially race of humans that essentially were responsible for basically damning mankind to the flood. I mean, you hear about stuff in Greek
Bro,
and Roman
you can pause
mythology,
it.
people who had
We were pretty much put here originally from the Anunnaki to mine gold, dude. That was our whole sole purpose, is to mine gold in the beginning. Like, yeah, dude, that Rogan episode with her, she was awesome. She went deep on everything.
I don't know, man. The most recent Rogan episode with our boy is pretty.
Sam
damn good.
Tripoli is
I'm
awesome
about
too, yeah.
2/3 the way through that one, and he's blowing Rogan's mind with a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
and a lot of shit he says to him, and Rogan's like, bullshit. And then Jamie pulls it up, and he's like, holy shit.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Listen to him all the time. It's so funny. Pull this Pizzagate up one.
Got it.
See what this one is.
This one right here.
Yeah.
JB's talking to us about who?
Oh, this is good too.
James Alphonsus. Now JB went to St. Albans
Allegedly.
from DC, and he's got a story to tell us. Let's hear it.
Restaurant for Carol Greenwood.
Yep.
Remember the day James Alphonsus walked in the door and asked for a job? Carol's son, 11 years old at the time, a friend of mine caught James butt fucking this boy
Oh,
in the
my
kitchen. And that person, his name's Dylan Greenwood, has since committed suicide, I think it was 2 years ago. James was one of the dastardly worst person in the world. And yeah, they do bad things, they comment, there are underground rooms, all that stuff.
And you've seen that with your own eyes?
I've seen that with my own eyes.
So you've been under, below the floor of
It
Comet?
used to be the Thai room.
The Thai room before Comet? Yeah. Right by the zoo.
It's a little farther down from the zoo. It's over in,
Not that far.
Nebraska.
He used to work.
Nebraska, Connecticut.
He used to work
But yeah, that's
at.
a fact. James Alphonsus is a bad person to this day.
And you mentioned he was applying for a job or something?
He was trying to get the manager job with Carol at that restaurant.
How did you get so much money, that guy?
Probably selling kids and trafficking kids.
And you've been below Comet Pizza, you've seen what it
I've
looks like?
seen
Wow, right.
rooms and I've seen tunnels that go other places, including underground to the other buildings. I think one was owned by like a Clinton Foundation or something across the street.
Yeah.
But the tunnels go all over there.
They say they go all over the White House, but I don't know.
I don't know if they go all the way to the White House, but that area in and of itself, if they go a mile in that area in any direction, they're hitting some spots.
Okay, man. Thanks for the information.
Yep.
That's just
I
It's all
mean,
DC, dog. DC, baby. DC. That
so
was the
it-
whole Pizzagate shit. That was the whole guy who ran the Pizzagate fucking joint. He was probably trafficking all the fucking kids, man.
sick fucks, dude.
And they
Makes
said
me
that there
cringe.
was. They
Makes
tried
me
to say that
cringe.
there was no basement in there and all that.
Well, you
And-
think there's really tunnels that go into the White House? Because they said that JFK
Hell
was taking
yeah.
Marilyn Monroe and went through the tunnels, right? That
Absolutely.
was just in that movie I just watched, White House Down.
There was definitely tunnels in that shit.
Has
Yeah,
to
the
be.
homegirl, the Channing Tatum's daughter knew all about it.
Yeah, man, that was a great movie. That was a great movie.
That's a cephalopod. What else? Oh, go to the one with the McDonald's. See that for magic?
Do you believe? in
Right.
love?
Oh, stop right there. Go to that clouded one. Check out real quick, and then we'll just go down.
Oh, I saw this. The fucking metal man in the sky.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is this thing? What is that?
I don't know. Dude's chilling on a cloud though.
What is even happening? It's in Utah. Oh, what looks like literally a metal man floating in the sky, and the video's blowing
He's
up.
probably
right now.
standing on a mountain or something. It's just optical illusion.
going on?
Yeah, you know what? Because clouds are covering everything else. Right?
Pretty crazy.
You could be on a building
Right.
and you wouldn't know it. Like, what's up with that cloud? Look at how fucking thick that cloud is in the first place.
Oh my god.
Right. It could just be smoke. Who knows? Then the video right below it. The McDonald's.
Yeah,
one.
like to me, I want to read some of these comments. It's just this footage is from Thailand. Never happened in Utah. Oh wow! So I love reading debunking. So it happened in Thailand. So what did they say?
This is like me with the submarine, pretty much.
We got.
Oh,
here's the McDonald's one.
Yeah, magic. McDonald's. The McDonald's symbol is a book of black magic. The logo is actually a magical, what do you call it?
Sigel.
The McDonald's founder Raymond Albert Kroc was a 33rd degree Freemason. This is how he really got the money to start the business. Hidden in plain sight.
Interesting.
Yep.
Kroc would also get the title in the Church of Satan. The Church of Satan actually fully admitted this fact. Wow.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
The dark secrets of McDonald's and the poison you eat. Shit's fucking disgusting. Ugh. Here's some more flat earth stuff. I love flat earth stuff.
Oh, yeah. Go to the
I don't believe it,
Ghostbuster
but-
one. Keep going down. Keep going. No, go towards the bottom.
This one?
No, towards the bottom.
This way.
Yeah.
This way.
Yep, you're doing good.
We're doing great. Still? Keep
It's
going?
yeah, keep going. That one.
Oh, there's Kelly Kapowski again.
Let's
This was
about the Ghostbusters today. Now, bear with me. This is going to make sense.
Ghostbusters.
I want to talk specifically about that one scene when they discuss the
for
spiritual
Ghostbusters fans, you'll
significance
get this.
of architecture, because this scene really hits hard with the Tatarian and Old World research. Check this out.
This roof cap is exactly like the kind of telemetry tracker that NASA uses to identify dead pulsars in deep space.
This is them looking at the architecture of the building.
With cores of pure selenium.
Yeah.
Everybody getting this so far? So what? I guess they just don't make them like they used to, huh? No! Nobody ever made them like this. I mean, the architect was either a certified genius or an authentic wacko. The whole building is a huge superconductive antenna that was designed and built expressly for the purpose of pulling in and concentrating spiritual turbulence. Your girlfriend lives in the corner penthouse of Spook Central.
Spook Central.
She's not my girlfriend.
Not the girl, Peter, it's the building. Something terrible is about to enter our world, and this building is obviously the door.
Now, obviously, I don't agree with everything they said, but that's pretty interesting, and it's something to consider. Are these buildings conductors for spiritual turbulence? Or are they
energy
antennas in order to harness the ether? Free energy. But yes, I agree with Bill Murray. They don't make them like they used to. Is it because they can't? Or is it because they won't? Because free energy would free
ruin
us.
everything.
What do you guys
Right.
think?
Interested, right?
It's a really interesting theory.
I think a lot of that shit too, like they always talk about ancient Samaria and like stuff like that in Ghostbusters, dude. And it's like, man, what are they telling you? Because Dan Aykroyd goes deep, man. He owns the liquor company. He does a bunch of work up here in the Herkimers with the Herkimer diamonds and stuff like that as well. So pretty interesting shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Pretty interesting
Pretty
shit.
crazy.
What's this
Okay.
other one?
I keep going by Kelly Kapowski.
Don't
What's
blame
this
me. I
one?
would too. Oh yeah, it's another Pizzagate one.
Tom Hanks saying we're gonna go have a pizza party.
Yeah, go
No
ahead.
one can seem to agree on anything anymore except for two things. Pizza and us. And us.
To thank my families in the Illuminati, and you know, I just
That's
wanted
his
to come
son.
out here and clear it
That's
up
Chad.
that it's all true. I'm late for my human sacrifice right now. My adrenochrome levels are running low. I'll hit you guys back after we sacrifice this child.
Correct.
So not one child.
Being seen as the nicest guy in Hollywood is that no one searches my backyard for bodies.
Put up the secret bookshelf and
I mean, so Chet
As a cap,
was that like he was being like
he was being sarcastic, obviously.
too
but-
sarcastic, right? That's what I mean. But like, is he almost being so sarcastic that he's telling us the truth? Like,
Or
you
is
know?
he also to the point where he hears it so much, he's like, just says it just
Yeah,
to
he
kind
was
of say,
obviously
fucking leave me
joking,
alone.
but it's yeah, I think Tom Hanks is a creep for sure.
Man,
They all are. Tom
Crazy
Cruise, I
shit,
think-
man.
I think Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Holly Weird. All of them.
I think those two are the biggest creeps in Hollywood.
Scientology, Tom Cruise with that Scientology shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, after I read up on that Scientology shit, it's fucking crazy.
That shit's wild. But another good episode, Ant.
Yeah, buddy.
Unfortunately, Florida Mike couldn't join us. Hopefully, he's back next week. Hope everything's well on his end of things. Love to get him back on here with us for sure. And Ant, you got anything to wrap up with?
No, man, no. Just it's another good episode. It was fun, brother.
All right, bro. Make sure you guys.
Always a good conspiracy to talk about, right?
There's always something to talk about, man. We get into current things, we get into old things, new things. It don't matter. But go
Yeah,
check
buddy.
us out on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube. You know where to find us. Conspiracy Chaos Podcast. Leave a review. We'll read our 5-star reviews on the podcast. Let me see if we got any to check out right now. Oh, new episode. When you're done listening to this, there's a new episode of Tinfoil Out, so go check that out as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Shout out Sam Tripoli.
Let's see. Nothing new on the review board, but we do have a couple more reviews. There's 5. But leave a comment. You're giving us the 5 stars. Leave a comment in there, so we'll
Yeah.
read it. We'll read it on the podcast. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Go check us out. Leave a rating. Leave a review, and we'll see you on Monday with another episode with the Chaos Crew. Talk.